Hi there, welcome to Practical Piano. My name is Tia. I've been playing piano for 20 years and teaching for 10, and this is a practice session. So in a practice session, I practice piano, and whenever I think of something that would be helpful for you to know as a pianist to make your practice better, I stop and tell you about that thing. So today we're going to start off with a warm-up. I'm going to play some harmonic and melodic scales. Then I'm going to play my separated by a third, separated by a sixth. Maybe we'll get some tonic 4-note chords in there. And then we'll move on to fugue. And hopefully we'll also be able to practice another song. So let's start off with some of the harder scales. Let's do B flat major. B major. A major. A flat major. Yes, I do. A flat is the one that's harder for me. I'm not happy with this one because I can't hear all of my left-hand notes. So there are a couple notes that I'm not pressing all the way down or pressing quite accurately. And so my solution to that is I'm going to just play the left hand and try and press all the notes. We'll also do this with the right hand. Whoops. Which is revealing some mistakes. So it's possible that even though the problem felt like it was in the left hand, it's possible that the problem's in the right hand. Right hand seems okay though. All right, and then by practicing each one, putting your hands together, that was pretty much fixed. Let's play it one more time. I think I'm going a little too fast. We'll go a little slower. And let's do slow and staccato. While we're on A flat major, we may as well play the one separated by a third. So let's do that. not bad. One more time. Oops. Okay, I'm happy with that one. Let's do separated by a 6 is very difficult actually. Let's do this, the rest of the separated by a third ones. We have G flat major. That's right. Okay, we switched to B major, I think, halfway through, because I didn't play the correct white key. So we're going to try again. Excellent. G major. Now that probably didn't sound bad, but that was pretty bad because all my fingering was wrong. So we're going to go again, and we're going to watch out for the fingering. Alright, now that one was pretty good. I just went a little too far at the end, so I didn't stop where I was supposed to. So we're going to try it one more time. There we go. So now why do I stop and I assess all of my mistakes there and I explain them to you? One is so that you can know what's going on, and when you see the same kind of mistakes, you'll know, okay, when Tia, for instance, when I don't play the notes at the exact same time like I'm supposed to, then I stop and I say, okay, so I didn't play the notes at the exact same time. Here's how I'm going to fix it in practice. And so one reason I share it with you is because whenever I point out a problem, I also go, so we're going to play it again and focus on whatever that problem was, or we're going to try playing it this way to fix it or playing it that way to fix it. And so you'll get the chance to hear some solutions when I mention problems. But the other reason that I mention when I have a mistake is because good practice is mindful and attentive. And so if you're practicing and you're not paying attention to what's going wrong, you're not going to make as much progress as you will when you're practicing and you are paying attention to what's going wrong. And when you can notice what's going wrong and you can go, okay, that's going wrong, here's what I'm going to do instead. And then you practice and you do that thing instead. That is going to give you better, more productive practice. When you don't pay attention to your mistakes, you can't do anything about them. But when you do pay attention to them, you can set your mind to fixing them, and then you will, and then you'll get better at what you're playing. So that is why I stop and mention it, because I'm assessing what's going wrong because I want you to assess what's going wrong. I'm apprenticing you in my practice method. So the more that you hear, oh, okay, so this is a problem, here's what we're going to do, the more aware you'll become of what's going on in your practice, and then you will start to fix what you're practicing. All right, let's see what else we have here. Separated by a 6, A major. Difficult for me, we will see. Okay. Wrong fingering. Let's try that again. I think I went too high. Okay, so left hand. 2, 3, 4. Maybe we'll start lower. So my left hand will start here and end here. My right hand will start here and end here. Alright, so the main thing with figuring out how to play this scale separated by a 6 is remembering where to cross, which finger to cross with in both hands. So sometimes we cross with the 3 and sometimes we cross with the 4. Sometimes we tuck under the 3 and sometimes we tuck under the 4. So I'm paying attention to, okay, where, if I was just playing this scale straight, where would I tuck under 3? Where would I tuck under 4? And so that's why I'm going so slow, and that's why sometimes I'm stopping, is because I'm thinking about, am I going to the 3 or am I going to the 4? Now, it's better to work with hesitations and with going slow rather than to make mistakes. So don't try and go fast if you're not ready. If you're not sure what you're playing, go slow, because it's way easier to fix hesitations than it is to fix mistakes. All right, let's try. This scale needs practice, so we're going to do 4 more times. Oh, and I have to remember the tuck. Whoops. That was a fingering problem. So I used the wrong fingers and that led me to the wrong notes. I'm pretty sure I crossed with the 4 there. No, I do cross with the 3. And then I cross on my 4 onto B. Too many black keys there in the right. changing my left hand fingers. Let's try again. Now, I often find that a scale is way easier going down than it is going up. So we'll just accept that and go with it. Now we'll do 2 more times. Last time. Oops, too many black keys. Oh, I went too far. Try again. A. So that's A major. Now we need B flat major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the right hand will be starting on G. This one should be easier. Okay. Where do I start and where do I end? 1, 2, 3, 4. Left hand ends here, right hand ends here. Just made them match. Okay, we'll try again. This one is way easier because I find the fingering easier. And because I like that scale, B flat major sounds good to me. All right, let's do B major, which is considerably more difficult. White keys are B and E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right hand has to start on A flat. No, try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ending on G sharp. Yeah, I ended up playing the wrong note there. Try again. Nope, we're supposed to end sooner. Try again. That was correct. Let's go again. There we go. So the biggest things that are going on is sometimes instead of playing E, I'm playing F. And then when I get to the top, I'm not quite sure. I feel like I should end on A sharp, but I have to end on the next note. And so I always stop there, so far, and go, oh no, am I ending here? And I double check. And then so far when I get to the top, I'm wondering, do I stop on A sharp or do I stop on B? And so as I get there and I'm feeling uncertain, that's when I stop and I double check and I figure out what I'm supposed to stop at, and then I resume. So whenever you're not sure about something, double check it and then resume what you're doing. Okay, that is enough technique for me. We're not going to do the tonic 4-note chords today. Okay, and I already put a bunch of work in on a few things that I didn't really want to practice but need to. So I'm not going to stack on top of that more things that don't feel good. So I'm not going to practice fugue today. And it's important to be aware of your own capacity so that if you're pushing yourself to do things that you don't enjoy, you don't push yourself past the point that you can tolerate it to where you get frustrated. If you're going to get frustrated, stop. Because being frustrated isn't good for your learning, and it's not good for your practice. The whole idea of practice is that you're going to get better at things in the long run, and you're also improving your skill level. And so if you're getting frustrated on the way there, then you have frustration tied to getting better. And that will make it less likely for you to want to get better. So you want to be aware of your emotional state so that you can pair positive emotions with what you're practicing rather than negative emotions. So pay attention to when you feel like you're about to reach max capacity and stop before you get there, so that you still have some capacity to give to things that you enjoy. Because once you reach that frustrated threshold, you won't even have it for the things that you enjoy. You'll be frustrated with those too. So know yourself, pay attention to how you're feeling, and don't push yourself to the point of frustration, anger, sadness. You want to push yourself a little because there are things that you're not going to want to practice and you need to practice them. And there are things that you don't enjoy and you'll still need to put the work in so that you can get better at them, and maybe one day you'll enjoy them. We need to do those things that don't feel good. But pay attention to how you feel and don't push yourself past your threshold of, okay, I can do this much of stuff that doesn't feel good. So now we're going to play some things that feel a little better. We've got Grande, Valse, Brilliante, and that's what we're going to work on. I learned this concept from Dr. Peterson. When I was a teen, I listened to Dr. Peterson for like 4 to 6 hours a day while I was doing other stuff. And he really helped me grow up and grow into myself. And one of the things that I remember learning from him is that you don't help yourself when you tyrannize yourself. When you treat yourself like you have to do something and you're bad if you don't do it, you're not going to want to do that thing because people don't like following tyrants. So if you tyrannize yourself, you are not going to want to cooperate with yourself. But if you can see yourself as someone to take care of and to lead and to collaborate with, then you're going to have more respect for yourself with things like, okay, you know what? I need to practice these things that I don't like. So I'm making a deal with myself. Hey, we're going to practice something that I don't enjoy, but I promise I'm not going to push you past your threshold of what you can handle. And then when I feel myself getting to that threshold, I go, you know what? I can't do much more of this. And then because I am friends with myself and I'm working with myself and making things better, I go, okay, you're feeling like you're near your threshold. Now we're going to stop and move on to something more enjoyable. So when you see yourself as like a bad kid that you have to punish to make yourself do your chores, that doesn't help you. But when you see yourself as somebody, you have things that you like and you have things that you don't like and you're trying to get better, then you can work with yourself with a level of respect for yourself rather than a disapproval of yourself. And so I hope that makes sense. And if you notice that you treat yourself like you're like a bad worker and you're not doing a good enough job, and then you bully yourself into doing more work or doing better work, maybe assess that, look at that, and instead try and view yourself as somebody who's actually doing their best. And I'm going to encourage you and respect how far you can go, and I'm not going to put you down when you have a limit that we can't push past. It's okay to have limits. You're only a human being. Most of us cannot practice for hours and hours on end. And if you can practice for hours on end, there are things that you want to practice for hours on end, and there's things that you would rather not. And so know your limits, know yourself, and learn to appreciate that and work within your own capacity. All right, we'll go back to Grand Valse here. Whoops, this is a C, and then we have a D. Okay, let's play this chord sequence again. We're so close to knowing this. Couple more times, and also let's include the jump to it. Ha ha ha! Breakthrough! Okay, we'll do it a few more times. Oh, I think I just noticed a pattern. So here we have black and white, and here we have black and white, which is the opposite. So they were both opposites, and now they're together. They're both white, and then they're both black. Okay, so white in the left, black in the right, white in the right, black in the left, both white, both black. Oh, that'll be helpful. White, black. Nice. If you can identify patterns in your music, and then identify them out loud, articulate them, and then do them and focus on that pattern, there will be things that will become much, much easier. So anytime you spot a pattern, stop and think about the pattern, articulate it out loud, play it and articulate it, and then practice it with the pattern in mind. And patterns are easier to think about than individual notes, because here I'm playing 6 notes in total. I'm playing 3 in each hand. If I think about 6 notes and I name each one, that's going to take ages. But if I can think about the shape of my hands, and if I can think about the pattern that we're doing, then it is going to get easier to play, because rather than think of 3 notes here, which is B flat, E flat, B flat, I'm thinking of, I have an octave and this note in the center, which is also a black key. And what I've just discovered is the right hand, the outsides are black, and the left hand, the outsides are white. Oh, that's a great pattern. My next one, the left hand, the outsides are black, the right hand, the outsides are white. But slightly different notes. There we go. Now they're both white on the outside, and now they're both black on the outside. So that breaks down this 6 times 4. This is 24 notes that I'm playing. And what I just did is I broke 24 notes into a 4-part pattern, which is way easier to think about than 24 items. 4 parts is easier to think about. So whenever you can spot patterns, look for those and use them to your advantage, because it'll make your reading easier and faster and more efficient. Both white, both black. Yeah, for these 2 notes I was having trouble remembering where I was going to, so to think both white, both black, both white here, both black. That makes it way easier to remember. Black and white. Are these the correct notes? We have a B and we have A. Yeah, I played it right. And then we have both white, and then we have both black. Nice. So we've played that a few times, now we're going to move on. Things don't have to be perfect. You don't have to practice them until they're perfect in one sitting. You have to put the work in over time, and they will get better and better. Let's do it again. One more. F. Totally wrong note in the left. Okay, let's play this part again. All right, we have a couple of parts to work on in here that are not so good. Again. And again. Two more. We're going to do the next section 5 times. Four more. Good. 3 more. I think I'm forgetting this trill. Two more. Whoops. section 5 times, then we'll go. Nope. Oh, this one. 4 more. Three more. No. Two more. Last one. All right, that's good. Thank you for joining me for this practice session. If you found it useful and or you've enjoyed it, please like it. If you know anyone else who would also enjoy it, please share it with them. If you have any questions or you want to tell me how your practice is going, please leave a comment, and if you would like more, subscribe.